because my sound stopped working. Love that. All right. Let me know when some people are on here, and if you can, comment right away and let me know if you can hear me or if my phone is just not working, because I've not updated my phone in like 8 months. So let me know if it's my phone's problem or if it was just because my YouTube limit went off, and every time I hit like ignore limit, it will like make something stop working, like my phone will freeze or something. Hi, Lorraine. Hi. So people can hear me and the stream is working. All right, awesome. Basically, since you weren't here a minute ago, I had to end my other live and start another one because the sound stopped working. So, sorry guys. I was just live a minute ago. We didn't do anything too important. I just introduced Bentley on the live because you guys probably know him by now if you're a subscriber. But yeah, I was just talking with people. Because, like, honestly, I have not come up with much to do on my lives recently. Like, we did the game last time, and I want to come up with another game. But people are just commenting so much that I don't think anyone is too bored. But, like, if anyone gets super bored on my lives, hopefully I'll come up with something else to do. How's your day going? Oh, thank you for asking. My day is going pretty good. Other than when my life stopped working, it was going good. Maddie's reading list, Mariah, we're all back on here. Okay, awesome. I'm just like keeping it on until the comments get weird again, and then we'll switch it back. But just from that live, I gained 60 subs before I ended it, which is kind of, that's awesome. I'm back. Woohoo! Awesome. So happy that this is working. Like I said, keep the comments just focused on books so I don't have to turn them off again. But how's your guys' day going? That was so sweet of you to ask me. I finished up my schoolwork. I read As Good as Dead. I read a good amount of that. I don't know how I feel about it. What's your opinion about pirating books? Like, what do you mean exactly like that? Because I do want to answer your question. Like what would you define that as, like the whole thing? I don't know how I'm feeling about As Good as Dead, just because there's no, I mean, I know there is a plot, she's getting like stalked or something. It just feels like the whole book is just inside her mind and she's literally gone absolutely insane, and I don't know how I feel about it, because the first one was like just like a good girl solving a crime to save these people's names and like put people in a good light that they're supposed to be in because they were framed. And then the second one, it was like, okay, this is like a nice story, but it was a little intense, but it wasn't like crazy like the other one. And now this one, because of the ending of that one, she's gone totally insane, and it's like kind of crazy, and I feel like nothing is going right at all in the book, and it kind of like you know, you can't read a whole book where nothing goes right. Like, I've literally stopped watching like TV shows and stuff because nothing goes right and it just drives me crazy. I'm missing so many comments. Downloading PDFs and, oh, that's a good question. I've personally never done this. I feel like it's like kind of offensive to the author, you know what I mean? Because like, think about, I know some of you are authors or like want to be. You put like hours and hours into a book, and it only like sells for how much? Like anywhere from $10, a little up, a little below. Like, that's not a lot of money for like all of your time. And then if you're just downloading it for free and that's kind of illegal, I don't know, I wouldn't do it. Uh-oh, getting weird. Are we gonna switch back? Okay. All right, this is just the routine now, guys. Yeah, I don't know what all the crown things are supposed to be. What is that? That's crazy. Like, don't people have a life? Your Sad Poor Daughter, it's a great book released in 2019. Oh, I thought this person was just spamming that. I didn't know it was actually a book. Now I feel kind of bad for not answering. The people on here are kind of weird, yeah. But at least they're not, like, inappropriate. All right, we got it under control. Again, people are strange, that's true. All right, I gotta think of a question for you guys now. Bentley is not like this live. He's like, he went and laid on my pillow and he like snuffed at me. But how many books do you have? Not audiobooks. Good question. I'm currently making a spreadsheet of all my books. It has the title, the author, the genre, nonfiction or fiction, and one other thing I don't remember. So I've been working on that for a while, like putting all my books into that. And I'm currently about to hit 200. and I'm almost done, but I have all the Agatha Christie books in the bottom, and I know there's 100 of those. So I would say roughly 300 or under. Somewhere around 300 is how many books I would guess. And I know you said not audiobooks, so I don't actually own any audiobooks. I just use Libby, like the library app, to listen to them. So, like, all my books are physical. So, yeah, I have about 300 books would be my guess. And I've been collecting them since I was, like, I don't know, like 8 or 9, I think. So I've been collecting them for a pretty long time. And yeah, a lot of them have been like given to me, but I have bought like a lot of them recently because, you know, once you get like on into all the book content and stuff, you just have the urge to start buying your books, and honestly that's not a good thing, but then they look so pretty, and this is like my whole decoration for my room. And like each shelf has its own theme. I do still want to film like a bookshelf tour, but I haven't yet. But I got this really cute candle for my like summer theme shelf. Isn't it so cute? I love this. And like up here is where I have all my summary books and stuff. So yeah, that's kind of about 300 books. How many books do you guys think you have? Like, anyone who wants to answer, how many books, like, would you guess that you have? Let's wait for the comments to come. So yeah, I really want to go through once I'm done putting them onto the spreadsheet and see what genre I have the most of. Honestly, it might be like historical fiction because of all my American Girl books. But it'll actually probably be mystery because I have 100 Agatha Christie books. That's obvious. And like all the Nancy Drew. It'll probably be mystery. And mystery is like one of my least favorite genres. That's really funny. But I think dystopian or fantasy is my favorite genre. I think dystopian is just like when I started reading YA books, they were all dystopian, and it kind of just like that was kind of how I like the first books that I read as a teenager. So honestly, I would probably say dystopian is my favorite genre right now, like if I just had to think about it. But I'm currently reading a murder mystery and historical fiction. I'm reading, so you guys know I love Bluebird. It's by my favorite author. Well, it became my favorite author because of Bluebird, like my favorite book ever. So I'm reading another book by her, A Light in Hidden Places. This one's actually a true historical fiction. Like, it's a true story, and I really like it so far. Oh, I get that. That makes sense. Running out of letters. I have around 300 in my room. That's so cool. I wonder which one of us has more. I get that, like switching houses with that stuff. That would be crazy to have to go through all of them and like move stuff back and forth. I get it. Don't feel like you need to succumb to the trend of having like tons of books. I mean, like the library, they're free, right? All right, we still got 82 people on here. That's crazy. Okay, we're gonna, I want to come up with another game we can play on the lives because that was really fun, like the guess the book last time, but I feel like it was kind of getting kind of boring towards the end. So what do you guys think? What would be another game we could play on here to kind of get everyone just like keep talking so I'm not just like talking to the camera the entire time without like some responses? What could we do that would be fun? I know we already talked about, like, what are you guys currently reading? So you guys can, like, talk about what we're currently reading while we wait for, like, some game ideas to come through on here. I really, really want to start Powerless so bad, but I'm trying to finish As Good as Dead, and, on audio I'm listening to, I already said this, A Light in Hidden Places. We should all count exactly and comment on your community post. So yes, that would be so fun. I'll make a community post actually when I'm done with this. It'll be like for the people that were on my Monday afternoon live are going to comment how many books they have. We can have like a little competition on there. And I definitely will post mine once I know. I'll probably comment on my own post because I'm so close. I just have to finish the spreadsheet. Honestly, counting would be a lot easier, but the spreadsheet's fun so I can like see all the specs of it and everything. That's a good idea. Let's see if Bentley wants to say hi to the camera again. Oh, Bentley. Yeah, you can see he's not. Oh, he heard something. Bentley, come here. B, look at the camera. Bentley. Bentley. Guys, he is not making this live very fun. He was going to be my only thing that I actually came up with to do on here, and now he doesn't like me. What does he see outside, though? There's literally no one out there. It's going to be so fun to find out. Yes, it is going to be so fun. I'm really excited for that, actually. I feel like I have a really small room at my dad's, really the only furniture and a desk, my bed, and two almost bookshelves, and I have a sliver of room at my mom's I share with my stepsister. Aw. I mean, hey, you're still fitting the books in there, right? We could play a bookish word association game. Ooh, like, describe that to me. That sounds cool. I'm trying to think of, like, how we could do that. Wait. Where? Oh, there are people outside now. Bentley could sense them. It's my brother and his friends. They're, like, biking. They're probably gonna come here in a minute. Oh, yeah. They literally just looked up into my window. Bookish word association game. Like saying, like, a fantasy world, like, Hogwarts or something, and you guys have to, like, we need a meetup, like a Zoom or something. Yeah, that'd be so cool. Honestly, I was trying to figure out if there was a way I could meet up with you guys. Maybe when I go on a trip, I could share where I'll be on the trip. That way you guys won't, like, have to know where I live, but, like, where I was traveling. Because I really want to meet some of you guys in real life. As you guys know, I met my internet best friend, Reese, who just today started her own YouTube channel. Thanks to the inspiration from me. No, she used to have a channel like I did, but now she made a bookish channel, and I want to promote it so bad, but feel like I've been, like, spamming community posts today, so I'm gonna make, like, a video about it and, like, some community posts about it tomorrow. So if any of you guys are starting your own book channel, let me know, because I love, like, subscribing and giving shout outs to, like, new book people, like, book channels, because, like, once everything gets, like, crazy on my channel with, like, a bunch of people, I won't be able to do that. So while I can do that and have, like, not too many comments I can answer, I like to share people's channels and stuff, because I like it when people do that for me. Like, the edits that 2 people made for me were so sweet. All right, the comments are coming. You could give a word like cozy, heartbreaking, or sword, and we say what it makes us think of. That is so fun. Yes, we're gonna do that. If we could do a Zoom, we could set up a Google Classroom. Yeah, like, but what's the difference, like, of doing that over a live? Like, why would that be more fun? Because other people can't see it. Like, it would just be scheduled. All right, let's do Mariah's game idea, because that's so fun. All right, I'm gonna think of a word. Let's do the first. So I'm gonna say a word, and we're just gonna try it. For example, I'm going to say, okay. Actually, kind of come up with an example. I'll do one that she wrote. Wait. Okay, cozy. What's the first book that comes to your mind when you say cozy? I'm not going to say mine yet, but I do have one, the first thing that came to my mind. But I'm going to wait to hear your guys' first, so it doesn't, like, influence that. Ooh, a school lesson. So, the first word that came to mind, the first book that came to mind when I said cozy. Mine is actually behind me. I already gave that away. Winter? Is that in the Lunar Chronicles series? I feel like that's one of them. Lives are so awkward, because when you're in an awkward conversation, you can just feel the silence, but until more comments come through. Sirs? I haven't heard of that one either. Thank you guys for making this less awkward. All right, so we got some comments coming through. You two might be the only people that can comment. I don't remember the author. It's just a kid's book I used to have. Okay, cool. And that reminded you of cozy. The first book that came to mind for me was Snow and Rose, just because that's basically the main thing that made it a 5-star read for me, was it being, like, a cozy book for some reason. So definitely love that one. All right, we're gonna do another one. We're gonna do another one you recommended, heartbreaking. What was a heartbreaking book? And I already immediately thought of one when I was reading your comment. So if you guys know me well enough, you'll know what I'm thinking. But it's a super sad book. So yeah, what was the first book that came to mind for that category? Also, I have one for sword too. I don't know why. I think it's because of the cover. But we're not there yet, guys. You sure you don't? Secret History? Okay, what is that about? That sounds so familiar. Like, I feel like I've been seeing that everywhere for fall, but I could be getting confused with another book. You sure you don't want to say hi to your adoring fans, Bentley? He's really tired. I don't know why. Because he was crazy. He was, like, running around, like, biting. I don't know what's going on. All right, so what's the first book that came? So Secret History for you. For me, it was Heartless, for sure. Heartless is just, I mean, it literally makes sense to the title. Something in French, Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. That sounds familiar too. If He Had Been With Me, or The Hunger Games, Finnick. Okay, If He Had Been With Me, definitely that. I haven't, like, been influenced to read that book just because it looks, I don't really know what it's about. It doesn't seem like it has much of a plot other than, like, sadness. I don't know. And then The Hunger Games, yeah, that's a really good one. Pretty much the third one, everyone just dies, including Finnick. Sorry for that spoiler, guys. It's the first book people recommend for dark academia aesthetic. Okay, cool. what is it like about? Because I feel like I saw it at the store, like read the back, but is it like YA or adult? I feel like it's adult, but I'm not sure. All right, we'll do the last one that Mariah recommended, which was sword. What's the first word that comes to mind when you hear sword? Mockingjay is the saddest ever. Agreed. That's just that book. I mean, like that series, I hadn't like fallen in love with the characters enough to be super sad, but it did get to the point where I was just like, why? Like, why is everyone dying? And it was sad. It just wasn't like Heartless was for me. Where like you're only following two characters, like one character. Honestly, there's not too many other characters, and then like everything happens. No one dies. Well, that's not true. Lord of the Rings. Ooh, that's the first thing that comes to mind for sword. That's cool. Kind of like Dead Poet Society. Okay, cool. I definitely want to look into that with more drama. Yeah, I definitely want to look into that if it's like kind of dark academia. That sounds fun. The first a book that came to mind when I read the word sword, like in your comment, oh, it's Amazon, was one of the books in the False Prince series. I think it was, yeah, it was this book, just because of the cover. Well, you can like hear, can you hear that screeching of the Amazon truck? It's not one of the electric ones. The Runaway King is the first thing that came to mind, just because like it's got like the shattered sword. The urge, whenever I pick up this book, to reread it, the whole series, or at least the trilogy. All right, so we're gonna just put it back. If He Had Been With Me isn't super romantic. Obviously, it's a romance book, but it's really easy to get through. That's cool. I should definitely put that on a TBR list for like when you're in a reading slump. If it's really easy to get through, that sounds really cool. All right, now it's time for me, because I'm the YouTuber here and you guys are more creative than me, to come up with something to get you guys started thinking, like a word. All right, so the word that I'm going to choose, let me think, is crown. Crown. What's the first word that comes to mind when I say crown? I heard the truck and thought it was a delivery from my house. It was that loud, guys. I was kind of like, you guys heard it and you thought it was your house. It was that loud. That is concerning. You know what? I should report it. What if I work from home? You see, I do work from home. This is my job. I feel like it'd be fun to get on these lives and practice doing a book review, because when I first got my channel, that was like the only thing I was gonna do, and then I kept like putting it off because it's a lot of work to write a review, but I really want to get into like more professional things like that. So I feel like next live I might have it planned out to do a review on a book, just like practice it with you guys, and if you guys think it goes well, I can write down things that I did right and put it into a review. So like going live on here would be kind of like practice for my videos. And then you guys could also give me tips about things I could have said or should say to add to it. Wait, I'm actually loving this. I should remember this. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. That's a good one. Cornelius at the end of the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Like I said, guys, oh, my nail just broke. I've only ever seen the movie for that one, but okay. For me, the first thing that came to mind was honestly like the False Prince again for some reason. But yeah, Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, definitely one that would come to mind. That probably should have. I don't know. I think my mind's just on the False Prince now. I'm just like reliving the story in my head. All right, I'm gonna come up with another one. Let's do something not related to fantasy, because I did sword and crown. So now let's do like, how do I say this to make it a good descriptive word? Travel. What's the first book that comes to mind when you say travel, or when I say travel? Oh, I think Bentley is about to bark at the Amazon truck. Now I can hear the kids. Oh, the Amazon truck is delivering something to our house. So exciting. Let's see what I missed. Sorry, I'm not very good at abbreviations, although I use them for books all the time. I gotta guess what that stands for, don't I? LOTR. Bentley. The first Percy Jackson book or the Battle of the Labyrinth? Ooh, okay, yeah. Treasure Island, okay. For me, I don't really know what the first one that comes to mind was, but I came up with it when I was looking at Love and Gelato, so like that was kind of what I thought of. Lord of the Rings, that makes more sense. We watched the first Hobbit movie and I didn't really like it, but everyone else in my family did, so I haven't really gotten into like the whole world of that yet. The noise during this live is crazy. I don't know if you guys can still hear it. Okay, let's do another word. Let's do, boarding school. What's the first book that comes to mind for boarding school? see what you guys think. I literally want to read a boarding school book so bad, and I can't like think of any to read. I know I read some when I was younger, but I can't remember any of the names. So honestly, this one I'm just using this for me, so you guys can give me some boarding school book recs. So wait for the comments to come through. We still got 45 people on here. That's pretty good. I'm so thirsty. I don't know why. Harry Potter for some reason. Yeah, you know what? That's why I like boarding school books, because I honestly just like whenever they talk about like the dorms and like the like hangout room and stuff. I don't know. It's just like it's so cozy, I feel like. I don't know, I need boarding school book recs too. Honestly, I feel like people recommend books to me more than I recommend books to you guys, and that's like my job, so I need to do better at that. Yeah, I love the Harry Potter vibe of like boarding school. That's a really good one. More people yelling. I might not stay on for much longer because it's already 4. That's crazy. I don't really have anything going on tonight. Do you guys have anything like sports or anything? It's just kind of a boring Monday for me, but I'll probably try to read some more of my books that I'm reading. And yeah. Oh, I'm editing a tier ranking video. Why buy a plane ticket when you can read a book? That's true, but I love traveling because I don't get to do it often, I feel like, and I definitely read a lot. Hi, I'm sorry I'm late. You're not late. I didn't schedule a time. Don't worry about it. I'm so glad that you're able to join. Maybe Earthsea? Oh, is that a boarding school book recommendation? I'll try to remember that name. Thank you. We're kind of playing a game where I say a word, and it's like the first thing that comes to your mind for a book. It was recommended by Mariah, who gave way better examples than me, but I'm trying here, guys. Let's see. What's the first... I don't really have anything planned either. Just a chill Monday. I feel like that's good though, because when it's like the first day back after the weekend, you kind of don't want a lot to happen. I can finally chat now. Hi, thank you for waiting. We're just doing a book game where we talk about, well, you've probably been on here the whole time. All right, so the word that I'm doing this time is, let's see, adventure. What's the first word that comes to mind when I say adventure? For me, I don't even know. Yesterday, I went on my book tracker and realized I had a goal of 50 books this year and I'm only at 26. Help! Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That is so hard. Let me think if I can give you some tips. Okay, Secret Garden. That's one of my favorite books ever. That's so cool. Okay, here's the tips that I have for you guys. A Boy and His Dog at the End of the World. Ooh, okay, that one sounds cool. My tips for you to getting to your reading goal, because I was so behind on mine too, is audiobooks. That's my first thing. You can put them on, you can just speed them up. I know not everyone's brain can hear them at like a really high speed, but I definitely recommend just speeding them up a bit. You'll get through them way faster. Just put in your earbuds. I do it while I do chores, while I have to like clean my room, while I go for walks. It's just an amazing way to read a lot of books. I also recommend shorter books. Like, I don't count picture books, but find a book that you've been wanting to read that's short, plan out some time, sit down and read it, because it's such an amazing feeling when you accomplish it. And when you open Goodreads or whatever app and you hit it and it just, the number goes up, you're just like, yes, I'm one book behind right now. So I'm trying to use my own tactic by adding in more audiobooks because I hadn't listened to any in a while. So yeah, those are my tips for you. I hope those kind of help. Okay, Brie, you gained like 100 subs. Yeah, that's why I try to keep it on public, is so people can find my channel when they're like scrolling through lives. Then sometimes the comments get weird, but I always gain like a good amount of like normal people who dislike book content. Heidi, oh my goodness, I love Heidi so much. Percy Jackson, because the quest reminds me of an adventure. That's a good one. LOL, I did that. Here's Olympus. I read the whole series in a week. Girl, there's no way you're behind in your goal if you read a whole series in a week. I feel like if you like a book, you read more, for sure. I definitely agree with that. It is so hard to get through a book. Like, even if it's a 300-page book, but it's boring, it feels like it's like an 800. So you just gotta find one that you really like. Don't be afraid to put other books on hold, because I do that a lot. If I don't like a book and I'm behind my goal, I'm like, you can just go back to my shelf. And then now that we're getting close to the end of the year, I've been starting back the books that I started and I didn't like I did for Once Upon a Broken Heart. I was 100 pages in. I picked up where I left off. I finished it, and it felt like it was super short, but it felt like a full-length book because it was not a book I liked at all. It was really boring in my opinion. Paper Towns. Ooh, I haven't heard of that one. Oh yeah, Percy Jackson. Forgot about that. Honestly, I'm not the biggest Percy Jackson fan. I like The Secret Garden. I read it for school. You're so lucky you get to read it for school. I'm starting Uncle Tom's Cabin for school tomorrow, I think. I don't really know if that one's going to be easy to read or not. I read this Scarlet Letter for school. Did not like that one very much. It was just really, like, hard to read. And then I read The Giver for school, which I rated 5 stars. That's one of my favorite books. So, like, this, what you read for school can be, like, really good or really bad. Also, Ursi by Ursula Le Guin. Again, that one also reminds you of adventure. No, I have not read Boys in Striped Pajamas. That sounds like a middle grade book. Now we got, like, lots of people commenting. So yeah, I'm gonna pick another word for you guys. Let's do World War II, because I feel like there's so many books on World War II. I have a bunch of more middle grade books in my dad's. Would that help me reach my goal easier? I mean, if they're easy to read and they're shorter, then yes. Like American Girl books or the I Survived books, you kind of like get to learn from those too. I always enjoyed those when I was younger. Just don't pick something like a classic, because here's the thing. If you pick something like a classic, you're ambitious, you want to go read it, but you notice that because it's harder to read, you can only read like maybe 20-30 pages at a time, and then you slowly start to put it off before you realize you just read like 100 pages of a classic and it took up your whole reading month. You didn't read anything else because you were so dedicated to the classic, but then you kind of got super behind, right? So if you're going for the numbers here, try to read shorter books, easier to read books that you are reading a bunch of each day, but also like don't force it. That's what I have to remind myself. Like it's just a goal and reading is supposed to be fun, and I feel like I'm making it like a sport, and maybe you are too. I don't know. So just try your best. Keep me updated. The Giver is amazing. Yes, it is. Hi, I'm good. How are you? Airs Productions, hi. Thank you for joining. World War II for Teenagers is a good book about the Holocaust and heroic soldiers. Ooh, that sounds cool. I love World War II books right now. I read a book by Michael Morpurgo called World War. I forgot what it's called. Oh, about World War. I forgot what it's called. That's cool. I'm seeing more comments come in. The Tattooist of the Astwitched. I have not heard of that one before. Obviously, the first book that comes to my mind is Bluebird. I'm also trying to read Uncle Tom's Cabin as a second book, not to be depressed. LOL. Wait, is it like making you depressed, or does it help you not to be? The Librarian of Auschwitz is a great one. Ooh, definitely. Oh my gosh. Hi. Hi, Kaylee. I definitely need to write that one down, especially if it's about a librarian. I love library books. Library books. That sounds funny. What's the saddest book you've read? Silent review. Yes, Heartless is the best book I've read so far, because I don't read a lot of sad books. The Fault in Our Stars, I visited the Anne Frank Museum. Ooh, yes. I've heard of that one for sure. I wouldn't recommend The Tattooist because it has some... Oh, okay. But this is the first word that comes to your mind. That's okay. All right. So that was a good one. That got us all talking. Let's see. What is the first thing that comes to mind for... Let's see. I want to do more like what Mariah recommended at first. Comment some more of your genius ideas. Like a certain word, not a genre. I'm starting to do genre again. Yeah, I need some more ideas. I never read Heartless. Is it any good? No spoilers, please. I am a no spoilers channel. I try super hard to be that. Heartless is a retelling of the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland. And it basically follows a girl named Kath who wants to own her own bakery, but her parents have other plans to like they want her to like marry this king, and he's really not. He gives me the ick. And it's not like a romance book, which is kind of what it sounds like, where she like meets somebody else. It's like this whole adventure in different scenes from Alice in Wonderland, and all the characters are in it, and it's just so good. The romance is really good, but it's definitely really clean. I would say 12+, and I usually don't ever say 12+ to YA books because I'm not like big on the whole age thing, but this one is definitely a good like beginning one. But then again, the end is like really sad, so it depends if you can handle. We should think of more games to play, even though Mariah's idea was genius. Yeah, we should. Have you read any Indian books? I don't know if I have. The Summer of Broken Rules is a really cute romance book with no spice to remember. I started that one, but I feel like it might have been good, but I wasn't the biggest fan of it, and it had like some things in it that I didn't really agree with as a Christian, so I did DNF it. How old are you? I'm not really saying my age because I don't really know if I'm allowed to, but I'm a teenager. Ooh, it looks good. Yes, definitely. It's really good. It's really sad, but it's clean and it's amazing, and there's never a dull moment, and it'll get you out of a reading slump for sure. You must read An Eagle in the Snow. Ooh, okay. I should be writing these down because I'm not gonna remember these. So whenever I get off a live, I usually make some sort of community post, go comment on that one so I can remember these. I really want to do a video, reading books recommended by my subscribers. I think this was recommended to me by Sky, so I definitely want to do that where you guys have to like pick what I read and stuff. Hi, how are you guys? Everyone else who can comment now. Have you read Better Than Movies? Yes, I have. You can't see it, but it's on this shelf. It's like right here. I rated that one 5 stars, I think, but like it was a lower 5 star, like 4.75. It's probably still a 5 star, but it wasn't like my favorite book ever. It was a 5 star for like its genre and what it was about and stuff, like in its own category of 5 star. Should I start a book YouTube channel? Hands down, yes. I would so love to see that. I mean, I don't really know you that much, but I would love to get to know you more and watch your videos. That'd be so fun. And I was saying earlier, like, I love when people start channels because I can, like, help promote them and stuff. And I want more people that watch me to start channels so we can do, like, collabs and stuff. Because I feel like most people that watch me don't actually have a channel. And I really want to do, like, book collabs and stuff like that. You're inspirational. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad. I want to start when I'm too lazy. LOL, that would be so much fun. Yeah, I understand. I decided I wanted to start a book channel, and I didn't start it for like 6 months because I took forever coming up with a name, and my name is still kind of cheesy, but I love it. And then I took forever like trying to find how to film videos, you know what I mean? And like how the angle looks good, and like my parents were watching them to give me tips and stuff. So it's definitely like something you should have good enough time, like a lot of time before you post your first video. So it's nice and professional because if your first video is kind of like grainy or boring or extremely long or like it's not really entertaining, then no one else is going to want to watch more of your videos, even if your next video is the greatest video on the internet. I want to start on My House is Too Loud. I always hear people saying that. I feel bad. I feel like maybe you could do like, I know CapCut has a thing where you can like make it so that it cuts out background noise. Cool. Should I do it because I want a book channel but I don't want to show my face? Yeah, you can definitely make book channels without showing your face. I follow a lot of people that don't show their face and still make content. There's a lot of shorts, you know, where they have the stack and then they pull them off their hand, like recommendations, stuff like that. Or you could just like, you could put a emoji on your face, or you could just do content that doesn't need your face. I would use voice though. Yeah. Channel name ideas. Every time somebody's always asking, like my friend Reese that started her channel, and she definitely didn't use one of my name recommendations because hers is way better. You guys should go look it up when you're done. It's Bookmarked by Reese. Go look it up. That's the at Bookmarked by Reese. We should create a dream book where each live we add a new chapter. That is so fun. I might have to film in my car. Okay, that's such a vibe though. You know when people get in their car and they put it off to the side? That would be so cute. That could like be what you're known for on your channel. You could like have like a stack of books on the seat next to you or something. It would be so cute. Yes, people are agreeing. That would be a really cool idea. That could be like what you're known for. I feel like I want to become known for like these, like always filling by my shelves now that I have them. I don't really know. What am I known for? Like, I'm sure you guys watch a lot of different booktubers, but like what like makes me different? Like what reminds me, like what sort of book thing do I remind you of? Car ideas is really cool. Yes, see, you always have great ideas. Favorite genre? I talked about this a bit earlier. Probably dystopian, and I really like fantasy too, but probably dystopian. I don't know. I feel like they're always well written and they're always like entertaining, and there's always some like strong meaning to it and like good characters. That just from the dystopian I've read. I'm sure there's ones that aren't. What time is it? It is currently 4:11 for me. You're very knowledgeable. Thank you. That's really sweet of you to say. What should I be for Halloween? That's what my neighbor just texted me. That is the question. We're all like talking about that. We have no idea what we're gonna be for Halloween. I want to make a costume because that's what I've been doing the last few years now that I'm older. I made a Hawkeye, last year I was Rory Gilmore, and I just wore like academia clothes, like a just skirt and like a sweater and stuff. The year before that and the year before that I was Hawkeye and Black Widow, and I made my own costumes. It was so fun. So now I want to make something related to a book this year to kind of celebrate like my almost a year with the channel. You remind me of cozy, innocent, inspirational advice to share. Oh, that is really sweet of you. It's 20:11 at mine. Okay, cool. You feel depressed after reading a good fantasy book because your life is boring? I feel that way after I read a book about like kids that go on an adventure, you know what I mean? In like real life, and they have something exciting happen to them. but obviously not like Pip or anything like that. Just like kids that go on an adventure. I like your personality. Your channel is always funny and upbeat but relatable. Oh, I'm so glad. We should have like a joint account and do collabs or make book club or something. The underrated booktubers book club or something. Yes, that is so fun. I love that idea. Dressing up as a librarian would be iconic. Yes. How would I do that though? What like reminds you of a librarian to dress up as? Oh, thank you. That's really sweet of you. Should we continue the game or should we do another game? I think we're at 34 minutes. I think I'm gonna get off soon. Oh, can you guys hear me? Sorry about that, guys. You can still hear me? I logged out of the live into my messages because the chat was blowing up, and I wanted to see what they were talking about, and my brother was telling our neighbor that he should be a monkey or cocomelon or a skibbity for Halloween. So that's just going on. No, you guys should give me some more ideas. Wig, glasses, oversized sweater, and a giant book. Okay, that is so cute. That would be so much fun. I should do like, you know, like in A Series of Unfortunate Events, the librarian, R.I.P., with like the red hair, like the bangs. She reminds me of that I shouldn't say that because it's a spoiler. She reminds me of that teacher from Wednesday. Like, she just looks exactly like her with like that red hair for some reason, because like the Series of Unfortunate Events character was like a librarian. That's the hair I think of, so I could do that and like a giant sweater and like glasses. That would be warm. Skibbity for sure. I owe my book obsession to my stepmom, who's a school librarian. That is so cool. Honestly, having a parent that's a librarian, that is so, so cool. You need to go around shushing everyone. All the kids that like scream up and down my street, just like, psh, we're a library. They used to be lagging, but then it's normal again. I love Series of Unfortunate Events. Me too. That show is so good. It's honestly kind of disturbing at times, but it's really good. Oh, well, thank you so much, Bellingham123. Do you keep your lost cities? I feel like there's a lot of costume ideas for that. Yes, I do. I have like this like necklace with like a crystal on it that looks like the home crystal. I could do some sort of cape and wear that, and I could do like I always describe Sophie wearing like a tunic and a leggings, like a long shirt and leggings and like a cape. That'd be so cool. Yes, more comments coming in. Her name is Olivia Callan. Okay, I have not watched that show in a while. I started to watch it again, but you know, the point of that show is literally, the main guy says it 50 million times, is to make you want to turn it off. It's to make you mad. There's no like reward for watching that show because it just gets worse and worse. So starting it over when you already know what's going to happen is really challenging. That show always makes me sad. Very fair, very fair. Yeah, like a Foxstar uniform. That'd be so fun. You know, the good thing about that is like a lot of people know Keeper of the Lost Cities, even if they don't, I'll just look like some sort of fantasy character. Stupid they don't actually have pointy ears like elves when they're younger, because that'd be fun. But I feel like Sophie, I could pull it off with the blonde hair. Okay, I gotta go eat. Bye. Bye. The scariest part was the hospital. Literally every episode in that show has, or book, I'm talking about the show, has its own genre. That one was horror themed, guys. That one was so crazy. But at least it wasn't like gory. It was just scary. Like they'd be walked through the hallways of this like sort of abandoned hospital and Count Wolf. Let me stick it. Not sure if I spelled that right. Kept spoiling the show. Yes. Yes, he did. Guys, you're making me want to rewatch it now. And now I have a TV in my room so I could do that before bed, which is probably not a good idea. But honestly, the last episode, I think I almost cried because like the episodes are like 50 minutes and there's 3 seasons, and these kids have been through everything imaginable, and you're honestly like by the end when they get this like possibly happy ending, you're just like I started watching it with my stepsister a few years ago and we got so attached. I get that. I definitely did too. I kept watching it when my brother and his friends were there. My mom was like, what are you watching? Did I say you could watch that? I'm like, yeah, it just looks weird. It's not actually that crazy. You'd have some interesting dreams for sure. Oh my goodness. Adding onto my game idea, I feel like it'd be cool to have a plot twist. Yes, I love your game idea. Like, elaborate on that so we can start it maybe like on the next live or something. Okay, let's see. We're just talking about, what's your guys' favorite character from A Series of Unfortunate Events? And have you guys watched the movie or read the books or like just seen the show? Because I started to watch the movie, but I'm like, I just watched 3 seasons of 50-minute episodes put into a 2-hour movie. They're gonna take so much out, and like seeing everyone like different actors and stuff, it bothered me. And I feel like with the books, I already know what's gonna happen, which is like kind of hard because like you've seen the show. It's okay watching a show after the book because you want to see like what you imagined, which is usually a letdown. But the other way around is challenging. Count Olaf. Yes, I love Klaus so much. Count Olaf. That is disturbing. This is so off topic, but what streaming service do you guys recommend for the best shows and movies? I have no idea. I kind of watch things all over the place. I started a show last night on Apple TV that was recommended by one of my followers, and it's about these kids. In each episode, a book character comes to real life, and they have to like save it or something. I don't know. The first episode they didn't finish it. It was the bunny from Alice in Wonderland, or rabbit. But I'm like, this is literally the perfect show for me, and it's rated G, so it looks really cute. Bro, they left out Uncle Monty in the movie. Uncle Monty, I loved him so much. Obviously, this is a spoiler, but pretty much everyone in that show dies. And he was the only one I was actually horrendously sad about because everyone else had some sort of little flaw, but Uncle Monty was perfect. He would have been such a good guardian for them. My favorite is Violet. I love Violet so much. My sister's similar hair like Count Olaf. What? My favorite character is probably Klaus. I don't know, because he's like, he loves reading and books. He's just like for us, you know what I mean? But I really like Violet too. But Sunny, my brother loves Sunny. He didn't watch the whole show with me. I rewatched it with him like the first season, and he just loves Sunny. He always likes the baby in the show because they're always hilarious, and Sunny is so cute. Uncle Monty was the only good guardian that would actually provide for them. Exactly what I'm saying. Here we are on a live stream for my book channel talking about a show, but hey, it's based off of a book series. What's your guys' like favorite episode that you can remember? Like favorite book that they turn into an episode? Because there's like 12 books or something. Yes, I love Sunny. I like The Hospital, obviously. I like the last one. Yes, the submarine episode is with that really annoying girl, Carmelita, who's like cake sniffer. That girl, remember her? Yeah. I don't like her. Her episodes are interesting. The one I didn't like was when they had to live in like that shack at the school. Each episode makes me madder and madder and madder because everyone is like just so like dumb, you know what I mean? Wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, the submarine episode. That's why I'm like leaning over. I'm like pondering. I don't remember much about that one. I only kind of remember the first few. I remember the Uncle Monty one. Cake Steppers. Name some other episodes for me to remember. Oh my gosh, it's Ryan Gosling. That's so funny. I feel like you just make your username like Taylor Swift and join people's lives. Carmelita Pizzazz. Yes. Love Monty. He's my favorite guardian character. He didn't deserve to die though. I know. None of them did. The circus one, that one I just remembered. That one was interesting. I kind of like the whole roller coaster one they did. Yeah, the hospital one, that one was definitely one of my favorites. Just because it was like, I feel like it was, that one actually reminded me of a normal show. You know what I mean? There's a boarding school episode and a Western episode. Oh my gosh. The boarding school. Yes, they went to that boarding school that was like themed to like black and white and like creepy stuff. Yeah, I didn't like that one very much. That's where they met Carmelita, right? In a Western episode. Oh my gosh, that one was kind of scary. Wait, the circus was messed up. They were all messed up. I was just remembering the Western one where they were gonna like, it's kind of crazy. It's based off of a kid's book series. Do you listen to Kanye? No, definitely not at all. For many reasons. I feel like I want to like scroll through the episodes so I can look and see which one I remember being my favorite. I feel like there was also the hotel one. This show is crazy. You know when you watch something and you don't think it's like as crazy at the time, and then you remember, you're like, whoa, that was a crazy show. But it always has some sort of heart, and it always had like, I don't know, I can't actually think of anything positive about it. That's the thing, like, there's nothing good about the show, and yeah, I love it, and I know you guys do too. Cake Steak, Arcus, and Orange. That just reminded me of, like, when she got the tap shoes out, and, like, she was some sort of icon. I don't know what kind. She was funny, though. Oh, there was that one where they were, like, in the snow, and then they had to, like, hide in that cave. Oh, remember there was the other 3 kids that they met? That one, they were like, oh, thank you so much. They were also, had to do with those other 3 kids that they met. I don't remember. No, I haven't watched it, so I can't, like, say if I am or not, because I haven't watched it. I watched, like, The Hobbit, but I wasn't the biggest fan. She's the real mascot of that school. Yes, the lumber episode. That one is actually probably my favorite, but that one is crazy. That one I remember a lot because that one was like one of the ones I watched with my brother, so I've seen it twice. That one was crazy, guys. I said Ryan Gosling. That's so funny. When they put Sunny in the cage, yeah, that was early on. That's when the show was still kind of tame. And you're like, why is there a baby in a cage? Why is this crazy? But honestly, I feel like if you haven't seen the show, you're probably like freaked out by what we're talking about right now. But it's a really good show. It's really good. Yes, the Quagmires, love them. I'm reading The Hobbit. That's cool. To tell me what you think. Since I've actually been talking nonstop, we're almost done with this. My favorite season. I'm so tempted to turn my TV on and just look. I don't know what my favorite season is. Probably, you know what? Why not? My remote's right here. We're gonna turn on my TV. Oh, I'm sorry, Bentley. Bentley is still here, but he's not being social. My dog. We're going to turn on my TV so I can look at these episodes to decide, and then we can like talk about them. Has anyone on here read the books? Anyone else that's joined? All right, so let's look at Netflix. Josie, hey! We have been talking about a series of unfortunate events for a really, really long time. So I'm pulling the show up on like my TV because I want to answer the question what my favorite like episode and season is. So if you haven't seen that show, you definitely need to. I actually teared up when Sunny took the tie from her shoe and tied up her hair and said, "I'll invent something." That show. You've read some of the books. I have them, but not read them. That's cool. Series of unfortunate events. Oh my goodness, Gilmore Girls popped up. So tempting. Ending the live, guys. Gotta go watch Gilmore Girls. Oh my gosh, my sister loves that show. She has the books too. Oh, it's so good. You just hear the music, I'm gonna get copyrighted. Breaking Bad is not very age appropriate even though it's good. Yeah, I haven't heard of that. Okay, so we have yeah, the reptile room, the wide window. That was my favorite, where they had to stay with that lady and on that like house that fell off the cliff, spoiler. And then there was the ones where they went to the lumberjack thing, or lumber mill. Then there was the academy, the elevator, that was where they were at like the, I'm already in season 2. The Vile Village, that was like the western one. The Hostile Hospital, Carnivorous Carnival. Slippery Slope. Yeah, that was the winter one I was thinking of. Grim Grotto. What was that one? That was the submarine. Oh, it was like when Esme was looking for the sugar bowl. And then, Mysterious JSVFD together. What was that one? The penultimate. Oh, that was the hotel one. The first one was, before that, was, the one where they stayed with that person and then she like threw them into the elevator that didn't have like a bottom and they fell into like that net. Do you know what I'm talking about? And then there was The End, which was just one episode that literally made me cry. All right, so that concludes all the episodes. So yeah, my favorite one was probably the one where they stayed in the like the house where Count Olaf was being that pirate. Remember when Count Olaf made them clean the bathroom? That one was so crazy. Suggest me a book? Ooh, a book recommendation. Well, what do you like to read? Like, what are some of your favorite genres? I have a joke with my stepsister when we go to the pool. We'll say, make sure you haven't eaten in an hour or the leeches look at you. Yes! Oh my goodness. That's so funny. I would not be standing here after the pool parties I've been to. But that one was crazy, yeah. I feel like that one was more tame and it reminded me more of like just like a normal show. Not like everything was wrong. It just like... Yeah, that one and then the hospital one were somewhat more normal where every little thing doesn't go wrong. I mean, it still did, but it wasn't as bad as the rest of them. My phone's about to die. Let me see. Okay, 11%. I feel like my phone is always about to die. The lives just drain my energy, like on my phone and my speaking energy. A book that I recommend would be the Penderwick's book series. I love that so much. The False Prince series. I'm just kind of trying to do one from each genre. Bluebird is my favorite book of all time. It is a World War II thriller, and that's definitely one I love to recommend. The Selection series, The Secret Garden, and Anne of Green Gables, some of my favorite classics. So yeah, I think that's a good start for you. Let's see if you like any of them. I think my mom just got home, so if I have to end this live right away, that's why, because I want to go see her. Are you sure you don't want to say hi to your adoring fans, Bentley? He's like asleep now, but I want him to come back. I still haven't read Bluebird yet. I need to. Literally, my friend who's on this live sometimes, she always will like be like, I haven't read Bluebird yet, but I'm going to. Yeah, you guys need to read Bluebird. This is Bluebird for those of you that don't know or haven't heard me talking about it. This is it. As you can see, it is very nice tabbed. Like, look at this, guys. Yes, I love this book so much. The back kind of makes it sound confusing. That's why I owned it for a year before I actually read it. It just, like, I couldn't figure out what it was trying to talk about. So I finally just read it, and the whole thing was straightforward. It makes sense. Nothing confused me. And it's just, it is a journey. Like, I have these tabs, so I can just go back and read some of my, like, favorite scenes. Let's see what this one is. Oh my goodness. Sorry, my brain has so many ideas. When you said make more games, I have another idea where every live you come up with a topic of the day and we talk about it. So I usually do that at the beginning. I kind of like ask like a question like, what are you currently reading, or a book recommendation for this. But I kind of forgot to do that on this live because I had to like split it into two. Hi. How can I find book friends? My mom's weird with online friends. That's fair. Whenever I meet a new friend, and as you guys know, I just moved to like a new state, so I've had to meet all new people. I always make sure I meet them and I'm normal, and then we'll start talking and I'll be like, I'll find some way to talk about my love for reading, and I'll just watch their face. I'll be like, what are they gonna do? And if sometimes I get no answer, I'm like, okay, they're not a reader and they're not gonna answer me because they don't want to talk about books. Okay, I can tolerate this. And sometimes they're like, yes, I love books so much, and then we start talking about it. How old are you? I don't share my age. Does anyone tell you? Oh, okay, that's kind of weird. Do you mean in person or online? Yeah, I think she kind of meant in person, so I was kind of just trying to do that, like talk about like how to find friends in real life that love books. Just try to find a way to bring it into a conversation if you're meeting someone new. If you know you want to be friends with someone and you could tell they don't like books, don't be too obnoxious about it. Cough, cough. Me. So yeah, that's all. I feel like I'm like a little advice giver. Maybe your library has a book club. Yes, that's such a good idea. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's not like many things around like that anymore. I really want to go to like a book signing, because Hannah Kate, I follow her on YouTube. She is like going to like Lynn Painter's book signing, and I was like, you know what? That'd be so cool. LD, hi. I love how you did like a bunch of H's and I's. Let's see if made it. You made it just in time, because I might end the live soon because I'm getting tired and it's getting kind of late and I gotta read some more. It's been 20 minutes if you guys can't tell, so we're deleting some of the comments over here. Have you ever thought about writing your own book? Somebody always asks me that. I have thought about it, but I just don't think I have the patience for it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. Every time I have a good idea for a book, I will like have an idea. Oh, it's my neighbor. To write, like I'll have an idea of a scene in the middle. That's amazing. So I'll have to write up to that. And then by the time that I write up to that, I can't write it. And then I just kind of give up. Look who's emerging. Bentley, come here. Sorry, the phone's shaking because he just got up from his nap. Come here, baby. Oh my gosh, he literally was like running from me. Special guest. Subscribe if you love Bentley. He's so cute. Look at my little Pookie. I call him Pookie. What about a children's book? I don't know. I've thought about it. I don't really know what I want to like do when I grow up. I have an idea for a book about music boarding school during World War II. Ooh, okay. What is your idea? Bentley has returned. He gets like this smell when he wakes up from a nap, and it's kind of just like, so we're struggling. I might log off to go read my book. That's okay. I might go log off to read my book in a minute too. So no shame with that for all. Thank you for joining. Thank you to everyone who has been on here for a while. I know I've seen him do it. He's so cute. Thank you to my adoring fans. Definitely his voice. I always do that voice for him, and my dad's like, no, not the voice. But we love the voice for Bentley. I want to make a channel for Bentley. I want to do silent book reviews with Bentley, so I'm going to like set his two paws up on the table and have him like explain a book. Or I'll just do a book review with Bentley, like in his voice. But you can't see me, you can only see him. Oh my goodness, these ideas, guys. I keep looking down because Bluebird's sitting here next to me, and I'm just so tempted to read some of my tabbed like scenes now that I've tabbed. All right. Well, I think I might get off now, guys. Thank you so, so much to everyone who joined. I'm so appreciative for the community we have here, for everyone who makes these lives so much fun. So, yeah, thank you to everyone who joined. And I'm going to try to go live later this week, but knowing me, it probably won't happen. But I'm going to try to see you guys sometime between Saturday and Monday for sure. So, thank you so much to everyone who joined, and Jesus loves you.